few weeks, but we are back,
Woohoo!
ready to continue our grand adventure.
Damn right.
So, who remembers where we last left off?
The last thing I remember was we were on that guy's ship that hired us to help him take it back, um, and we were exploring it.
Yeah, he
We
said.
just we just broke into the bridge and we took out like 4 guys, 2 silver guys and 3 regular guys.
Right.
Right.
And they didn't steal any medical supplies. They stole an item that they had recently got.
Yeah, a jade ring.
Right. I think if I remember correctly. Well, that's problematic.
But
Okay. So, right. You had traveled with another player by the name of Final Adept who hired you to reclaim his ship because his friends lost it. You did so. You ran through his ship, cleared it out of all enemies, and were just about to reconvene after a somewhat large battle in the bridge of this ship. You had just defeated the enemies there, two which had fancy melee weapons that you picked up, and the others just had their basic loadouts. Somewhere, I'm pretty sure I put a note of how much stuff you guys needed, but I don't remember where it is.
I mean that we needed.
I'm talking like XP earned. I'm trying to find it real quick. But yeah, you're in the brig, not brig, bridge. What do you guys do?
Well, we give the ship back to Final Adept. Said it should be cleared out. The bridge is yours, Captain. 15K, little man. Put that stuff in my hand.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Where is? Where are my notes? I honestly think I might have deleted the notes.
Oh my goodness, Colin. Killing me.
What the fuck
No, we did
happened?
level up last game.
No. I
You
don't know
didn't?
about that. Maybe the game before,
Okay.
the
Maybe.
one before last game where you cleaned out the maze.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. We did do that one.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mostly remember. You guys at least remember how many people you fought so far? Because then I can get the XP back in a moment.
I have 5. Plus, there were 5 humanoids in the docking bay. Then there were 5 guys on the bridge. 2 of them were silver.
I think 3 of them total were silver, but one of them was in the first part.
Okay. Yeah, 1 silver guy.
Yeah, he came in last and died fast.
Right.
Okay. So we got plus.
Call you had all day for this, man.
Yeah, I didn't expect the notes to just be gone. I thought I had them. I'm sorry. That's why I'm repairing it right now as we speak. Okay. Okay. So, by my math, you guys would have earned 1,700 XP for the fights on the ship
Total. Or 1,700 each.
each.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Do we get any for
Oh,
completing
never
this
mind.
mission?
I found the notes.
Oh, good.
Strike that. It was off by a little bit. Okay, instead of the 1,700, it was actually 2,050 each.
Oh, okay. That's-
Found it. But yeah, okay. So after that bit, Final Adept goes and starts running, system diagnostics, trying to get the ship back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
And actually manages to do so, as there hasn't actually been much damage to the ship itself, surprisingly enough. You were saying something?
I was saying, I do believe I have um, Loki and Heimdall working on the other ship.
Right.
They're going over for we're reprogramming the ship with new basic commands and stuff like that that we have control over.
Right. And also looking for information, right?
Yes. Looking for information about these guys.
All right. Well, Final Adept gives you, after seeing that his ship is working, and he can maneuver it. He gives you the other half of the wage he was going to pay you, which is the other 15K. And he also brings you guys up to one of the consoles up front, and he gives you this like key card, I guess, little thing that you can give to your own ship computer. And what it will do is it will allow you to, using your ship's like sensors, to find other potential ships to scavenge if you ever wanted to try your luck at scavenging like him and his crew normally does.
Okay. What did he give us half? I don't have that in my notes. Did he give us half?
I think when you first talked to him, he said he'd give you half now and then half upon completion.
I do vaguely remember that.
I never wrote it down.
Back at World Origin before you even did the maze.
Right. Yeah, I don't have that written down anywhere. He gave us half up front. So that's fine. That means you get the full 15K. That's 3K each.
Okay.
So, unless there's anything else you guys want to do specifically, after showing you that and paying you, he lets you guys go and starts to basically take off.
All right. Well,
Okay.
pleasure doing business with you.
And that gives his typical thumbs up when he shoots something.
Stay safe.
Okay. So going back to your own ship, there's still the small transport ship that the enemies arrived in.
Right.
After a while, you do get information back.
Okay.
There wasn't much in the form of stored information. Like data logs or anything, but there is a set of like previous locations,
Right.
and you do see at least one set of coordinates reoccurring pretty often, and you kind of get the idea that if they go to this one area quite a bit, it's probably because they have a base there.
Right. Okay. Is there any way that we could hook up a line to the ship and tow it back to World Origin?
Um, I mean, at this point, you can just have one person fly it.
All
Because
right.
it's not like it's locking you out of anything. It's not that advanced to be able to do that. So,
So I'll go up on the message boards saying that we have this small transport ship for sale.
okay.
We're going to sell it for cheap too, 50,000 credits.
Sure. You actually do find a buyer.
Oh yeah.
For the roll like I just made, yeah, someone's eager enough to buy it.
Sure. I also want to try. Is there any way that I could find out how to contact the necromancers?
Okay, so you want to try to contact the necromancers? Or you want to find out how to contact them?
I want to find out. I want to contact them.
Okay. Um. Back at World Origin, I guess we're just assuming that you took the ship back already. You just flew it
Yeah.
back.
That's fine. You guys have anything else you guys want to do?
No, Pinocchio's good.
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, after looking around, you do find like basically like a message sending service through like magical means,
Okay.
or even potentially technological means. Either way, you find someone willing to at least try to cast a message.
Mm-hmm.
I guess who you at this point, who do you want to send a message to, and what do you want it to say?
Hold on. Let me see if
We'll go classic. What sending spell or yeah, sending the higher level one or is message the higher level one? I think it's sending.
Yeah, sending.
Yeah.
Message is the cantrip.
Right, and I think sending is 25 words.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with those rules. Or I'll say it's 10 it's 10 credits per word to a
10
max of 25 words per message.
Wow.
It's actually pretty cheap, giving it's like a third level spell, I think.
What the hell are those? Just trying to figure out if I have. I'm sure I wrote them down somewhere.
Uh, look for the names of the actual necromancers you met.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking. I'm not finding, but I'm looking. Phenomenal Gregley 78. There we go.
Yeah.
They were two of them, right?
Yeah.
And Zambi.
Yep.
All right. I'll send a message to all three of them.
Okay. uh, one at a time. Who's up first?
It doesn't matter. Phenomena.
Okay. I mean, they get the ability to respond. That's why.
Right. All right, the message is have 3 silver NPCs looking to sell 25K each. Phenomenos first.
Okay, Phenomenal responds with, who is this? What do you mean silver NPCs? 25K? What? That's all the response you get.
Okay.
Um
Then to Gregory 78.
he doesn't really respond.
Okay, and then to Zambi.
She's just like, okay. Very unhelpful.
All right. So I respond back to
How many words was that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. So
90 credits, right?
yeah, but 3 messages. So you have the 270 so far.
Okay. I respond to Phenomena. This is Jax. What was his response?
Phenomenos?
Yeah. Who is this?
Yeah. Who is this? What do you mean silver NPCs? 25K? What?
Yeah. This is Jax. Silver Dudes.
Just silver dudes.
Silver Dudes. Tough Silver Dudes. 25K each is reasonable. Is there any way for me to send a picture or something?
Not with the spell.
It's another 100 credits.
Okay, you get a response back to from that. Oh, okay. Aren't you and your friends trying to kill me? You keep saying
They-
silver dudes. What the fuck? And that's it.
Okay, response. We were, now not. Come to World Origin and see. Meet at dock, whatever dock number we're at.
Um. Alright. Sure. Fair enough. Be there in a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
560 credits.
And fair enough.
I pay the man.
Was doing business.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So they didn't give you a time frame.
He didn't.
So is there anything you guys want to do at World Origin while you have some time?
Did we get everything? We didn't get the shield and the ring identified, did we?
Oh, no, we didn't.
I don't believe so.
Let's check that.
Or the helmet with gems, the camera. Yeah, so we'll go get those identified.
Okay. It's been a while since you guys identified things.
Do we have other things then?
What was the going rate? I've forgotten.
100 credits.
Was it?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
absolutely.
I don't know.
Fine. I'll go with it. And if I find out otherwise,
Persuasion, checkmate.
I'm going for your money. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. So we got 4 things.
Alright. So, up first, the
4.
shield
Yes.
is. This is not going to be the right thing, is it? No, it is. Okay. It's a Sentinel shield. Uncommon magic item. When holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
Nice.
The shield is emblazoned with the symbol of an eye.
Interesting.
Next up,
I could really use that in West Marches. A ring?
the ring. It's uncommon magic item, requires attunement. Ring of warmth. While wearing this ring, you have resistance to cold damage. In addition, you and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
That'd be good on the hot.
Yeah. Better than a tauntaun.
It's like a slightly better ring of like resist whatever element.
All right, the camera?
The camera is actually a cursed item, you find out.
Uh-huh.
I don't have an exact description for you, but the general gist of it is anyone you take a picture of with the camera will be haunted by a ghost that might try to kill them.
Okay.
So is it cursed? It's not cursed for the user.
As long as you don't take a selfie with it. Or take a picture of your friends.
That sounds really cool. Wow. And the helmet with gems.
This one happens to be another uncommon, requires attunement. It's the Helm of Telepathy.
Hey.
While wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast Detect Thoughts, spell DC save 13, from it, as long as you can maintain concentration on the spell. You can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you are focused on. It can reply using a bonus action to do so, while your focus continues on it. You can also use an action to cast Suggestion from the helm, but once used, you can only use that once per long rest. And you have to cast Detect Thoughts first and then Suggestion. It's like a boop and then boop.
Sounds fun.
So first you have to be like, all right, let me see what you're thinking about, and then you go, all right, let me also now give you a suggestion. It could be
So-
helpful.
We had also gotten an energy cell with the overcharge with energy
Oh,
property.
yeah, that's just a +2 energy cell.
Okay. Which I think we gave to Panuk.
Probably.
And the Mario Power Star went to Nav.
Yeah, I got that.
Wait, what did you say went to Pinnock? I just didn't hear that.
It's an energy cell. It's a +2 energy cell.
Yeah, okay.
So does anybody want the shield?
Yeah, the
ring?
battery +2. I called it a battery. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Does anybody want the shield, the ring, or the helmet?
I don't think any of us can use the shield.
I don't think so either.
No.
So we could probably sell that and split the money.
Okay.
The other two are just kind of like good.
Situational?
Yeah, exactly. They're very situational.
They both require attunement, but if you know you're going to be in a situation where you need them, you can always switch one of your already attuned items for it, and it could be helpful.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Helm of Telepathy would definitely be more useful than the Ring of Warmth. Ring of Warmth is still nice.
I
You
mean,
never know when you're gonna get hit by a ray of frost or whatever.
yeah. Oh, you guys are going to fight a bunch of ice mages? Someone should probably use the Ring of Warmth then.
Some Obama snows.
Some Obama stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some more bomb snows? Yeah, maybe.
That would have been helpful.
That would have totally been helpful.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
So I think we should definitely hold on to those. And someone should probably wear the Helm of Telepathy just to have it around. Let me see. Do I have anything attuned right now? I think I just have.
You trust someone to wear that in our group?
Yeah, I've known you guys for like 2 days.
Okay.
I mean, Pinnock will be like, yeah, I could wear it.
I've only got 2 attuned items right now, so I could get a third.
I have 2 as well.
I'm okay with either one of you having it.
I don't care. I don't want it.
I'll take it then.
Okay.
That works.
Pinnock looks at you suspiciously.
I will not probe your mind. All the
All
time.
right, Cole. How much can we get for the shield?
Seeing how it's only uncommon, but it is pretty good.
Jor would love to have that shield. Let me tell you.
I guess someone who wants to try to throw in a little charisma, give me a persuasion, deception, whatever charisma check you want to make to try to
I can
get a
persuade.
good price.
You get a +5. So let's see.
You don't want Pinocchio doing the negotiations. He only
No.
just recently achieved average charisma.
I think maybe Pinocchio is the best one for negotiations.
If you want to draw a hard line, then call on Pinocchio. He will use his Jawa ease to very much in his Tatooine culture, to argue a point.
Got a 24 persuasion.
All right. With that, someone would actually offer you, I'll round that up to 6K credits for that.
Take it.
Yeah.
So we had 1,200. We also need to sell. We have 12,000 credits worth of gemstones.
Yeah, easy enough. You find the right NPC vendors within World Origin to just
Okay.
here's vendor trash. Give me money.
Okay. Cool. Did that guy come and buy the ship?
Let me find out. Yeah. Oddly enough, he seemed desperate and was waiting for you by the time you arrived.
Cool. 50K, little man. Put that stuff in my hand.
He gives it to you.
Well, before we give it to him and hand over the command codes, I wipe the previous locations after making a copy of it.
Fair enough. Easily enough done.
Yeah, that's what Loki's for. So
Just be like, before we give it to you, we just gotta clear our browser history. Hold on a second.
yeah, exactly.
He seems a little impatient, but not enough to be rude about it. He seems in a hurry, but he pays the full amount, and second you let him have it, he fucking zooms out of here.
I was gonna try and ask him if everything's all right.
No, it's fine. So that gives us each another 13.6K.
Man on a mission, that one.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Wait, so you're saying that each person gets 13.6K more money?
Yes.
Well, look, it's going to
Wait, how much?
hire a financial advisor.
13,600 credits.
13,600, right.
That's in addition to the 3,000 we already got from completing the mission.
Right.
Now, I don't want to necessarily kick over a hornet's nest here, but you are in World Origin. Anyone want to pull from the deck?
No.
Yep, that was my last character.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
It's only 1,000 credits for pull.
Look, don't tempt me, the
You're the
player, please.
You're the kind of person I worry about watching commercials when you make suggestions like that. I go, like, he's just going to buy every car that he sees a commercial for.
That's me.
You can't pull Void again because you already pulled it.
So you're promised that there's no negative effect cards left in the deck. Is that what you're promising there?
Oh, well, I can promise you won't get Void.
Not enough of a guarantee.
We only pulled the one bad card, right?
There's still at least you pulled 2 bad cards so far. Void and the curse that Jax has.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot you were cursed.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, didn't we try to quickly resolve that by drawing another card or something? There was
I
that was the
drew
temptation.
another card, and that's where I got the 50K of experience.
Right.
There's still potential wishes to get granted.
Yeah, that's what it was. You were trying to tempt us with the wish card. I remember that.
Yeah, okay,
now.
that's the only way to get rid of this curse.
There's
There are
also
two ways.
the other instant kill card dungeon. So going exclusively off those two cards, 50-50 good or bad,
We also have a potion of superior healing. Who wants that?
I tends to recommend the tank take it. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Right. I know that you're probably being nice, but just not jumping in. But functionally speaking, you're the one who takes the most damage, or should be able to take the most damage, and to be able to restore that keeps us all
man.
going.
Yeah.
So what I should have done is taken a picture of the guy with his new ship.
Oh,
Oh.
that would have been mean.
But then we could go get the ship again.
Wow.
So potion of superior healing, Nav.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okie doke. That should be it. So have these guys arrived yet?
That depends. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
How much does the superior heal for?
I'm looking that up right now.
44 plus.
44 is the greater healing. I have it marked on my character sheet, but I don't have it
I think
left.
superior is the 8d4 plus 8.
I'll double check.
Superior is 8d4 plus 8.
Okay, cool.
And then there's the supreme, which is
Yeah.
10d4 plus 20.
Oof.
That's very rare.
And there's only 18 more cards to pull out of the deck.
All right, stop it, you.
All right, you know what? I'm doing it. Give me a card.
Ooh. Okay, let me shuffle them up for you.
Give me all your stuff.
Yeah. I take off all my worldly possessions except for the clothes on my back.
Hey, you can be a naked turtle. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I don't wear much clothes to begin with. So. It's the shell.
So did any of the cards that we pulled go back in the deck?
Nah. Once they're pulled, they're gone for good. Unless they specifically say they don't.
Also, if you wanted to reshuffle them back in,
Nope.
you
Nope, that's
could
good.
for 10k.
We're good.
Do we get to pick the cards we want to shuffle back in? Like the experience one?
That was the sun card, right? Not the jester.
Okay.
I
Correct.
think so.
So, shuffle the deck, 18 cards, pick a number between 1 and 18. Whatever you
One.
get, you get. 1,
One.
top deck.
Hope it's good, Yugi.
Heart of the cards, heart of the cards, heart of the cards.
Puts his hands over his face.
Oh.
Ah, death.
No, not quite. You pull the Comet card.
Okay.
If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, this card has no effect.
Nice.
All right. So the next thing we fight, I'm soloing it.
No, what you do is start a combat with like a anthill.
Now all you need to do is pull another card to get the Avatar of Death one, so you can fight the Avatar
Like-
of Death, win,
like
and
it
level up.
So I can die. Yeah,
Well, no, you get a fair fight with him.
that's true. Yeah,
But only you can fight him.
yeah.
Otherwise,
It's
whoever helps
you,
you
isn't he? I forgot.
gets their own avatar of death to fight.
True.
All right, so you pulled the comment. Yay. We will let you fight the next one alone.
Sorry, my cat just unplugged my headphones. I'm back.
Okay, I said you pulled the comment. We will let you fight the next fight alone.
Sweet.
Does that mean can we buff him and stuff like that? Does that
So it says handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter.
so? Does it mean we can't?
Well, that wouldn't be single-handedly if you help them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I take it literally and say you can only use one hand to fight these guys.
With a double-ended lightsaber.
That'd be a little difficult.
There would be.
How many cards did we draw?
Now 6. 17 left in the deck.
Which one am I missing?
Which cards have been pulled, Cole?
The Comet, the Sun, the Uriel, the Medusa one, the Curse, the Throne, the Knight, and the Void. Although I do think there might be one extra card in the deck that isn't normally. Because I think there are 2 Avatar of Death cards for some reason.
No, I think there's one's the card.
One's
The
the
death
stat
card?
one's the stat blocks and the other is just the card. But you can't pull the Avatar of Death as a card. That's not actually in the deck. So 17 cards left.
Okay. I'm just taking a look to see.
Or I put that card back in, and if you draw it, who knows what happens.
I'm gonna go back to the dock and see if these guys have shown up yet.
Okay?
I would have had one of the robots standing out, waiting for them
Fair enough.
to let me know if they'd come.
Anyone else before I put the deck away?
No, put it away.
Hold
You
on,
sure?
hold on.
Well, no.
I'm counting. I'm counting. I'm counting.
Rebecca's doing probabilities
They're,
and
they're doing
I
the
am.
math. They're doing the math.
Okay, I think there's 6 cards that could really screw with me. So that's like a 50% chance.
it's less than 50.
There's 17.
Right,
Hold on.
and you
Yeah.
said 6.
Not
8 would
including
be
the
half.
duplicate Avatar.
8 would be half.
Yeah, let me pull one. hold all my gear a moment.
I'll take all your gear. I'll give all Nav's gear back to him.
Okay.
Now you have to reattune to them.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'll take all her gear.
After this, let's never speak of the deck ever again.
Alright. Reshuffled. Number between 1 and 17.
7.
Lucky number 7.
Either that or disaster. I get the other one and disappear. I do, right?
Why'd you say anything?
Because I'm reading it right now.
pull the dungeon card.
Yep.
Oh.
You disappear and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an extra-dimensional sphere. Everything you were wearing and carrying stays behind in the space you occupied. When you disappear, you remained in prison until you were found and removed from the sphere. You can't be located by any divination magic, but a wish spell can reveal your location of your prison. You may draw no more cards.
Wow.
Awesome, guys.
Wow.
Hey, at least no one else can instantly die now. They're both out of the way.
Look, guys, I helped you guys out.
You win the prize. So we're
So,
sold.
Jax, now you can get that wish card without any,
Yeah, and you can, depending on how many wishes you get, you can potentially bring both of Rebecca's characters back.
Well, you can
Two
go make
separate
a-
missions
Hey,
for two
Rebecca,
separate
why
people.
why don't you just make like 5 characters? It's, line them up.
I should, right?
What character ideas do you have next? You didn't really get to use the monk that much.
Nope.
I didn't.
I
I
want-
might just reskin it.
Fair enough. Works with me.
I will have to re-roll everything now.
Hold on. I've got this.
$16 left.
Guys, I got rid of the worst cards with my worst luck.
It's true.
Now, what do we do with your gear?
No, split it amongst the three of you. Easy peasy.
My current character has 2 characters that are literally the exact same except for stats. um,
There you go. New character concept.
yes, there we go.
It's literally the same thing, but in red.
Yes, exactly. Because I couldn't decide on the color scheme, so I went with both, and I've been going back and forth between them. How do I do this? Let's see it. You get like a DM. Hey guys, I have another character. I promise to never pull from the deck. I was just curious.
All right. So as she brings this new character in, I give her all the gear. It's yours. This way we don't have to mess with it.
Hand wave, it happens. And this new character is surprisingly faster to arrive than these damn necromancers.
Cool. How do I do that? I gotta re-roll all of this again.
Well, 16 remain. Eventually, you'll get the wishes.
Just make this character Ara the Second, the daughter of Ara the First, sworn to discover where she's being kept prisoner to break her free.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, I gotta change my nickname.
There's actually 2 cards that could help here. The Wish, and of course, the Fates.
Yeah. I need one of those to. Either one of those would break my curse. Right?
Yeah, because the Fates let you completely avoid / erase one event from ever happening.
This character is called Ira.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see.
So I go back to the docks and it's still not there.
Nope, they seem to be taking their sweet ass time.
Killing me smells. All right. What I want to do is I want to do research on the next mission. Next mission is the bounty mission. We have the mining company one, or the bounty mission.
Right. Or theoretically, going back after the necromancer / going to this new base or whatever. Anything.
Best roll yet, guys. 74.
Nice.
Big fan of the deck. Never know what happens.
I love that deck. My characters hate it.
You know, I know what happens with the deck. When you don't draw a card, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
again, it's now you can't just instantly die anymore. They're both
Yeah.
gone.
This is a do me a favor, don't go to Las Vegas. You're gonna get yourself in a lot of trouble. I'm just telling you. Thoughts like that.
Yeah, I don't gamble normally unless it's in a video game.
Well, this is specifically the deck of many things. Not to mention,
On the
there-
other
there
hand,
are
if
fun
you-
cards that
you-
let you draw extra cards. Those are always nice.
You could be missing a great career as a salesman. On the other hand, there you could just be, you could work for a dealership or something. Be
I-
like, look at the bright side.
Look at the bright side, guys. I just made the odds go up in your favor.
It's true. It's true.
It's like 40% now.
And depending on how you view the comic card, either Nairoth made the odds go down or even them out.
Well, the comic card is a null
It's-
effect.
Yeah, it's either a good thing or nothing.
Yeah.
Did you take out the balance card or did you leave that one in there?
Oh, that one's in there. Something fun will happen if you pull it.
Okay, gotcha. Not me anymore. Look, I shouldn't make any promises. Let's be honest.
All right. All right. What kind of info can we find out about this bounty hunting mission?
Let's see.
Valcoric,
Yeah, that's the guy who's
30K
wanted.
dead, 60K alive. That's the guy who's wanted.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess make investigation or technology roll.
That'll be a 22 for investigation.
Okay. There isn't much to go off of with just a name, especially
Right,
in
I
World
think
Origin.
it was supposed to. He was supposed to be in on Coruscant though.
Yeah, that is information you have because
Right.
it was on the wanted poster. Um, so seeing as how he's basically a generic named NPC specifically for bounties, there isn't much information on him. At least not asking around the World Origin.
Right.
You do get a potentially helpful tip to talk to this one NPC who might be able to help you find more information for a price.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who dropped you the tip, you don't know what their deal was. They didn't give you any more information than just that.
Did they give me the name of this guy to talk to?
They showed you basically a stall or like a building, a shop to go to.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
And that shop is here in World Origin, or is it on
Yeah,
Coruscant?
it's here, World Origin.
All right. So then we will go to that shop. I'll leave. I'll leave one of the droids out to look for these guys to inform me as soon as they get in.
Okay.
I guess it's gonna be. We'll leave the IG unit out,
Of course.
and we'll boop boop the ship,
Makes sense.
and we'll go talk to the shop. See if we can get more info.
Okay. So, long story short, with this shop is you were basically directed to an NPC who offers divination spells and magics, and is willing to cast a legend lore on the name Valcoric for you for the low price of 2,000 credits.
Hey Nav, can you haggle with this person?
Yeah, sure, I can give it a shot. Uh, 19 total.
Fine, you drive a hard bargain. 1,500.
Mm,
Okay.
Just okay. 1,500.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's acceptable.
Okay. So, you give them the name and basically a quote unquote printout of the bounty poster.
Right.
And after a full, yes, technically 20-minute casting time, because they'd be doing it as kind of a ritual, even though it's not technically a ritual spell. It's fine. They're an NPC. It's like the one thing they get to do.
It's okay.
You eventually are given the information that Valkoric is as mysterious as he is deadly. He keeps the company of those touched by darkness and is driven by greed and chaos. Often found in dark, dingy places. The one you seek, Valkoric, is on Coruscant. And that's all you get, because you only really gave him a name.
That's all we had was a name.
Yeah. So you get accurate information, but not very detailed information.
Can you explain on about this touch by darkness?
Nope.
I mean, no.
I'm going off by what the spell says.
Okay.
Accurate, but non-detailed.
All right. Is there a way to send a message to Poopy Face? What's his name?
Poopy face.
Looking for his name. Hold on. Phenomenal.
Again.
Not through messaging, but through like the game boards or whatever.
Not specifically.
Seeing that I have his name, I can't send him an I am.
No, because that's what magic like the sending spell are for.
Right. Let's go to Coruscant. Screw these guys.
Okay. Is there anything else on World Origin you want to do before you leave?
Not me.
Yeah, I'm good.
I just want to quickly buy some darts.
Okay. Fair enough. Darts easily acquired. Panook, anything you want to do in World Origin?
No, I'm good. I really just been listening and observing and watching the horror. But yeah, but Nick's just been like quietly just like working on the ship probably after a while, after that little incident with the deck of cards. He just like bows out quietly and he's just, cranking something in the room. If you look at him every now and then, he just looks up at you and shakes his head and goes back to working.
This is my better character, guys. I was just trying to level up the other one.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Well, I guess
So-
you're done leveling that one up then.
Yeah, I guess I'll just refocus on this one. Since only just got to level 8 recently. But it does
So-
have a higher AC.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, how nice.
So let's go to Coruscant.
Okay. As you go to leave, you do see the group of necromancers finally make it.
God damn it.
All right. So as we take off, or as we are still making preparations.
As you're like about to be like, alright, fuck it, we're leaving.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we haven't left yet.
All right. Good. So let's deal with these momos.
I thought you were gonna be like, all right, good. So we continue leaving.
I thought about it. I thought about it. Hey guys.
What's up?
So we have these 3 silver guys. I don't know if you've seen these guys before. We've dealt with them a couple of times. And I'll have one of them. We'll have them displayed out in the cargo bay.
Okay. Phenomenal, the face, I guess, of this group. At least the one that
And is it
talks
the
the most.
3? Is it Gregley and Zimbabwe or whatever?
Yeah, that actually showed up. You don't know where they necessarily docked or anything, but
Oh, I don't care.
yeah, it's just those 3 themselves right now. And since you're in World Origin, there's no PvP, so
Right.
can't do anything.
Right.
So they take a look at the silvered guys and they just look confused. Phenomenal eventually is like, I don't understand.
Neither do I. I don't know what they are. I don't know who they are. All I know is we attacked them. We killed them. You guys could probably raise them for your games or whatever. They're pretty tough. They're made of silver. They don't disappear.
Hey, Colin,
Yeah.
can I cast Detect Thoughts on Phenomenal?
Uh, sure. Why not? Detect thoughts isn't necessarily an aggressive action.
Yeah, it doesn't even say that it has a save. So I'm like, I thought it would be like a wisdom save, if anything.
I think, well, the surface thoughts are you're able to read, but if you want to try to, probe into any secrets,
Oh, yeah, there it is.
that's where the save comes in. The reason you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell as your action. On each turn until the spell ends, you focus on the mind of any creature that you can see within 30 feet. Through low, it doesn't work. Yeah. So it's only if you probe deeper do they get a wisdom save and
Right.
figure out that you're trying to do something if they pass the save.
Right. Okay.
Actually, either way, the target knows that you're probing. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, and unless you change targets, the one you're trying to probe can then take its action to probe your mind. Interesting. Okay. So you nonchalantly cast the spell. I guess make a sleight of hand to see if they notice or
Okay.
care.
Let me see. Sleight of hand. It's not terrible. It's pretty terrible. I got a 10.
Okay, so you think you're sly by trying to turn around while still being able to see them, and makes it look like you cast something into space.
Yeah.
But they notice you cast something. They don't seem to care because it can't be anything hostile, at least not here. So whatever.
Okay.
So you, I guess, focus on Phenomena's mind.
Yeah, since he seems to be their front man.
Okay. Surface thoughts currently mostly mostly derivatives of what the fuck.
Got it.
I mean, just as you guys are confused, they've never seen an NPC not kind of poof, which you think is a little weird because like they raise zombies, but then you must figure maybe they could still just make zombies even without the normal requirements because otherwise NPCs just poof.
Right.
Like they make them somehow. So they seem confused because they don't really see NPC bodies unless they're already zombified.
Right. So that's why I want 25K for them, for each of them.
Okay, but why do you think we'd want them?
Because these are things that you could put into your games. Wouldn't you want something tough? Tougher than the regular zombies? And stuff that don't poof? Why wouldn't you want them?
Okay. I'll tell you what. If you let me attempt to raise one right here to see if it'll work, maybe we'll take them off you for what you're asking price. It doesn't really matter.
I need more of a guarantee on that.
Well, if it doesn't work, then we don't want them. And I'm sure if they do work, I'm sure our boss would find this very interesting.
How about for the attempt to raise one of them, you give us half of the asking price.
Surface thoughts after you ask that question are no. And then as a reply, no. That- what about this? I'll give you 5K if you can tell me where you found these guys and so we can go look for some ourselves.
Surface thoughts are no. Followed by no. These are the three that we have. If you want them, you know what? To show in good faith, I will let you try to raise one. But if anything happens,
You owe us 25K.
and you're to buy the other ones at full price.
Uh, yeah, fair enough.
All right. Can you guys stand together? I want to take a picture of you guys.
What?
Just a
No,
picture.
get out of here.
It's for our records
For our
to
records,
make
okay.
sure that we're got all our records straight. Screenshot.
Right.
As I say, screenshot or it didn't happen.
That's right. You want proof that this works, right?
The proof will be we'll see it.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Do your thing. We got places to go. Come on.
Alright.
You kept us waiting long enough.
So they go to try to raise the zombie the bodies, and
Only one of them. Not all three.
well, they start casting the raise dead spell.
I'm gonna start moving the other two out of the way.
It doesn't seem to take hold.
I take his picture. Okay, you tried.
Okay, but how would that
One-
work though? If you send a ghost after a necromancer, won't they just become friends or something? I don't know.
Will they? No. Necromancer has no control over a ghost, do they?
Why not?
Because they need something with a physical form, don't they?
I mean, beginning wise. But
Well,
an
we'll see.
undead creature is an undead creature, and a high enough necromancy wizard can just be like, "Oh, that's undead. Give it to me."
So I'll
That
say
might
this
work.
to them then. Maybe you guys aren't high enough level to do this.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what. I'll cut the price down by 5K each. Maybe your boss can do it. How's that?
He goes and points at Gregory and says, What's your thoughts? Minerva, do you want to change focus?
Nah, I'm gonna stay on what's his face.
Okay. Gregory responds with, seems like a lot of silver. Yeah, fair enough. So, half asking price?
Half? No.
What did you say? Reduced?
Yes.
To what?
To 20K each.
20K each.
Yep. From 25. Again, you just might not be powerful enough to raise them. Maybe your boss.
15K each, and you got yourself a deal.
Let's meet in the middle. 17 and a half.
$17 and a half.
Best we can do.
And what I'll do is if we come across any more, I'll come to you first before I sell them to somebody else.
Look, I'm taking a risk here as it is. I don't even know if...
And we'll keep the price. We'll keep the price at 17 and a half from now on.
I don't even know if we're allowed to have these. I don't even know what these are.
Okay? 17 and a half. And they're yours. You can do whatever you need
How
to
do I know an admin isn't going to show up and be like, oh, you have 3 illegal items? Banned.
They haven't hit us yet. We have 3 of them.
Yeah, we haven't even really been keeping it much of a secret that we do.
Yeah.
So if an admin hasn't stopped us yet, they're not going to.
Exactly. And since when are the necromancers afraid of admins? Come on.
What? There's nothing against the rules with necromancy. It's a
Anyway.
valid build.
17 and a half. Let's go.
$17 flat.
Why are you nickeling and diming me? Come on.
You're nickeling and diming us.
No, I'm not. I I told you 25. I came down to 17 and a half. It's damn good.
Also, you tried to kill us before.
Oh, so
Hey, could you
what?
have Phenomeno make a wisdom save?
But we didn't succeed. You're lucky that way.
Uh,
In the back, I'm like to Pinocchio. Who are these guys?
Nick shrugs. Eh?
wisdom save.
Who's
12.
making wisdom save?
All right. So the save was 13. I'm gonna plant a suggestion saying 25k is a pretty good price.
So here is the thing with that. That is technically the suggestion spell, I believe.
Would that be considered an attack? I guess.
Um,
Oh.
yeah, you cast the suggestion spell. Unless you are doing the other thing. Where you are trying to probe a bit deeper.
Well, here, let me read the suggestion here.
The only thing why I say suggestion might be a little iffy is because it technically causes the creature to be charmed, and because of no PvP, you would effectively not be able to put conditions onto other players.
Okay, that's fair.
Uh, it's not a charm spell. It's an enchantment spell.
Charm is in a school of magic.
And he's not doing anything about. He's not trying to. He's not doing any harm to it.
Yeah, but I can see where Colin's coming from. It's fine.
We're just trying to influence him. That's all. It's not an attack.
I don't know, that's a tough one in these rules. I mean, I'll say if you just want to try to convince them to take the deal, you could just use any of your charisma stats again. To be perfectly fair.
Yeah.
Rolling with advantage because of the Tamil telepathy.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, sure. I gotta give you something at least.
If you're not going to let us use the suggestion part, then
So 21.
And the influence was to take the.
I'm not gonna go for the 25k. I'll what Tom said, 17 and a half.
Okay.
It's like, come on, that's not unreasonable there.
They They say fine. They'll do it. They just need to go grab the funds real quick. Take no
Right.
more than 5 minutes.
I don't think all three of you need to go, do you?
Fine, I guess not. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll break concentration.
Okay. Makes sense. So eventually, Phenomena comes back with the money.
52,500 credits.
Yeah. Hand it over straight from the guild bank
Nice.
and goes,
We pulled the bodies off the ship, laid them down in front of them. Have a nice day, fellas.
parting words from the necromancers are, don't think this makes us friends. We're
Fine.
open to business, but you try to attack us again. If you come at us wanting the smoke, we'll give you the smoke. All right.
I'm
Just
sorry,
keep that in
what?
mind.
And I kind of ignore them, wave them off as I walk onto the ship, telling the others, let's get on. By the way,
Yep.
it's 10,500 credits each.
Sweet.
All right. So where to now?
Coruscant. Heimdall laying a course to Coruscant. Loki, please assist him. Let's go.
All right.
So we went from 21,710 credits in the party fund to 45,470.
Nice.
Been a very profitable day, fellas.
Okay, good. I didn't roll another
Sure was.
100.
Oh, thank God.
I need it. I need it. I lost so much XP.
All right. So peaceful journey onto the big city planet of Coruscant. With the details you do have of the quest you accepted, you do know that you are supposed to go talk to a contact with the Galactic Republic police on Coruscant. We're just fucking
Okay.
pulling words out my ass there, pretty much. And you do have directions to where you can meet / contact them.
Okay.
Upon contacting them for the mission, you are given a pretty much a last known location / most likely / the most likely area he'd be. And the reason the police aren't going to go in there to go get him is because A, they're lazy, and B, they don't want to get shot up by him and his gang.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. What can they tell us about him?
That he
And I'll be detecting surface thoughts.
okay. what you get is that the target Valkoric is a known, basically high level street thug, who has connections with dark mystics, as described. You get the sense that the dark mystics are basically dark Jedi, and
Oh,
you're just like, oh.
that makes sense.
So they describe that he's into some pretty fucking evil, jerkish shit, and they want to arrest him, but they don't actually have clearance to go do so. So
Okay.
good luck finding him first. And
Do we have a last locate?
you do. You have to go to some of the lower levels of Coruscant to a. I don't really have much details for you.
A bar called the Black Nab. That's where we usually find those scum.
That was me.
No, it'd be more like an apartment building, lower levels, around. Alright, random word out of nowhere. We'll say the Moonlight District. It's Coruscant. There's got to be at least one Moonlight District, probably. I
Yeah.
don't know. Why not?
Okay. So we'll go. We'll go to the Moonlight District. We'll dock the ship. We'll set our security stuff. We'll boop boop it. We'll get a transport, and we'll take it down to the. We'll go to Avis rent a hovercraft, and rent a ship to go down to the lower levels.
Get a hover taxi.
No, we're gonna rent a car. We'll rent a hover skiff or whatever.
Okay. Sure.
And we'll pay for the extra insurance, seeing that we're gonna go into a bad neighborhood.
3,000 credits.
Jeez. Okay.
It's like, oh, you're going where? Pay up.
Okay. And we go find the Moonlight District.
Okay. I guess in a sense, this could be considered a survival check you need to make, as you need to figure out how to read a 3D map of Coruscant on a 2D piece of paper.
I can survival.
I rolled a 15 plus 8 is a 23 for survival.
I 21.
Are we each rolling?
If you want to, yeah. I think you could help.
Shoot.
I rolled an 11.
Fair enough.
1 second, just looking for modifiers. I rolled an 11, but I think I'm getting a +3, so that's 14. Yeah, 14. My net.
Okay. Okay. So it takes you a while. But with a little back and forth, you do manage to find where you're going. And you end up arriving at pretty much the equivalent of very jam-packed, crowded, like, city streets.
Mm-hmm.
But very dark in this area as it's underneath a lot of upper layers and higher layers. It's all kind of dimly lit with fading like fluorescent bulbs and stuff like that.
Okay. We go into. Do we have a picture of what this guy looks like, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. We go into the first bar we find.
Okay.
Or no, we have an apartment building. So we look for this apartment building.
Okay. I guess at this point it would be an investigation. See if you can find the right building to go into.
So 14 on the die. Plus 5 is a 19.
Okay, you think you find it. A lot of these buildings look the same around here.
And not a big neon build sign saying secret hideout here with an arrow pointing.
You wish.
I do.
That would be nice.
It would.
But yeah, you think you find it. Seems like the right place for sure.
Okay. Anybody hanging out on the stoop?
Not that you. I guess perception check.
You're killing me, Smalls. Perception. 26.
You two catch a quick glimpse of a hooded figure dip behind a corner. but no one hanging out.
All right. So what's the plan, guys? What do you think?
Should we knock?
I don't have any really. I would love to have if I had some spy stuff, but I don't.
Ira?
So do we knock on every door, or this is out of my area of expertise?
By knock, I mean knock it down.
Knock with explosive.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are we sure this was the right one?
I think so.
If you don't have any thievy things, you know what I mean? It's a snoop.
I can be kind of sneaky.
I'm very sneaky, but how do we get in if we're trying to sneak in?
I don't know.
Maybe we should look for openings that we can easily get into.
Is there a fire escape or any open windows, Call?
Based on what I know of Coruscant architecture, I don't believe there would be any fire escapes. I don't think fire safety is the Coruscant lower levels main priority. And as for open windows, I mean, there are definitely windows in the Star Wars universe, but how often do you see them from the outside? You normally see them from the inside. Huh. I mean, you could always try the front door.
Detect thoughts on the door. Is it a mimic?
Ooh.
Yes. Who's
Actually, that
smoking?
is a viable thing. Detect thoughts lets me detect if there's any intelligent creatures in the area.
And mimics are intelligent. At least more so than any wild creature. Door is not a mimic.
Okay. It's safe, guys.
Good call.
Go up to the front door. Let's knock. Let's be gentlemanlike.
Okay, so you knock on the front door of an apartment building?
Yep.
I don't think anyone comes and answers. It's an apartment building.
All right. Can we get in?
It's not locked.
Go in.
Okay. So you enter into pretty much a long hallway with doors leading into presumably apartments on each side. And eventually down the ways there is a set of 4 elevators and 2 sets of stairs.
Yeah, so as we're going through, I am going to be concentrating on the detect thoughts spell. So basically, it allows me to detect if there are thinking creatures within 30 feet, as long as they're not blocked by a barrier of 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of metal, or a thin sheet of lead.
2 inches of metal?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Keep that
So
in
I don't
mind.
know how. I'm assuming the walls in this place are made of metal because it's Coruscant.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how thick it is, but
Fair enough. You don't get any pings of intelligent thought going through this floor, at least.
Okay.
That might be because the walls being too thick, or maybe no one's home.
Hmm.
So knock on the first door we come to.
Okay. Door number one of presumably a crap ton.
Yep.
You knock on the door.
By the way, I have Absol out right now.
Okay, good to know. You hear coming from the other side of the door, Grumpy, go away.
Can you read his thoughts?
Probably not through the door.
No.
I'll
Doors.
knock on the door again.
I'll try, but what does the dungeon master say?
The door is definitely at least what it was 2 inches thick of metal.
Yeah.
It's gotta be at
Okay.
least more than 2 inches,
Okay.
right? Like,
I'd say yeah. Like
I'll knock on the door again.
That's a reasonable expectation.
okay, you get a more clear go away.
Start rhythmically knocking now.
I'll speaking Elvish, and I'll just say gibberish words.
I didn't know you could speak Elvish.
I can.
Okay.
It's the one other language I know. And then I'll knock on the door again.
This time you don't get a response.
I don't suppose they have like mail slots that have their names on them near the entrance. Would they get mail?
You want to
It would
check?
be electronic. It would be electronic mail, wouldn't it?
They still might get packages too.
I
I don't know.
guess.
He might. If I were him, I would probably put like a fake name there.
Right.
If they did. If he's as what do you call it, shady as they say he is.
Right.
Maybe we should start from the top because bad guys like to, get the penthouse and stuff, right?
You want to go for the top, to the top? Go to the top. Let's go.
Okay, so
What do you
you
think?
go.
Doc?
Oh. Any bright ideas, Banook? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not. All right, we'll go up to the top level.
Okay. First thing you note going into what I'm presumably, or what I'm assuming is the elevator, because you guys taking the stairs.
How many floors is it?
One
If you
mini-
check the elevator, 130.
Taking the elevator?
You don't want to get your cardio in today?
Absolutely not.
That'd be fine. I'll cast haste.
All right, fine. Let's go.
I'll
Take
just
it.
fly to the top.
I need con saves, all of you, for every 20 floors you walk up. Okay, so you take the elevator. Top floor.
Top floor. Floor number 130.
Takes a solid couple minutes to go all the way to the top. It's a lot of floors. You
Slow
finally
elevator.
you finally get there, and it isn't really a penthouse because how buildings work in Coruscant is just you eventually get to the next layer, so all buildings are just really giant structural supports. So theoretically, the level above this is a ground floor on a different level of Coruscant. So it's just all the same, really.
All right. Well, let's knock on the door.
Okay. Go to the first door we find and then knock on the door.
Okay, give me your choice. I would like everyone to roll either wisdom or intelligence check.
19.
$13 for me.
Wisdom 21.
Derek, you there?
Sorry, hold on a sec, guys.
Okay.
I'm here. Sorry, I was just responding to family stuff. It's like perfect timing.
Okay. Do you have any potential ideas or opinions when trying to find a group of shady people in a shady
know.
place?
Yes, but not that we're going to basically find out right now. I mean,
Because right now, the
So-
best idea you guys have is let's knock on every single door in this huge ass apartment building.
I don't think that's a good
Well,
idea.
that's really not every-
Here's what we should do. This is not we'll rally around. I've been thinking about this. We should find the equivalent of a watering hole or gathering point in this shady neighborhood, and we should do some socializing. You know what I mean? And see what we can find out. That's what Panook thinks. You know, like whatever their chat room is, basically. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
That is a good idea.
What I wanted to do before.
What's that?
That's what I wanted to do before, but
Yes. Well, I'm with that. But I mean, we'll just have to start, I guess, looking around for what that place would be, or searching. I use my search bar. Bad neighborhood, favorite places to hang out. I don't know. I'm just kidding, but. So instead of wandering around knocking from the door to door, why don't we just explore the neighborhood together so we don't, get attacked and see what's going on? Because it can't be all apartment buildings. There has to be a dry cleaner and a bar, right, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely a town-like area.
so we go back to the
I
floor.
mean, this is an online world, so there's probably not actually a dry cleaner, but there could be
Well, there is for immersion shake.
there could be a clothes swapping vendor. There could be the equivalent of the Borderlands 3 skin shoot. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So we go back down to the first floor.
The
The exit
kiosk.
building. We go find the local bar.
Yeah, or just let's see what's around too. We were definitely. I mean, a bar is going to be whatever their social activity joint is.
So oddly enough, the trip back down the elevator seems to take even longer. 3 whole
Why?
loops
Because
of
we're
the
thinking about it hard now. Is that what it is? This is like actual We just like our
3 whole loops of whatever elevator music was playing. You're able to
it's
tell.
like
Looped 3
now
whole
it's
times.
now it's playing the Light FM version of Like a Virgin, which is a thing, by the way. I'm not even kidding you. Actual elevator music. Like a Virgin, the light jazz version.
But you eventually get back down and decide Panook's got the right idea. Let's go look for a place.
Well, in credit, Jax had mentioned it first, but
So as we pass that first door we knocked on, I'll knock on it again, yelling some elvish obscenities.
Still no response.
Okay.
it's like you're maintaining our cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start searching for what could be like a bar, restaurant, laundromat, whatever. I'd say perception checks.
Do you want rolls? Yeah, I was gonna say. Here comes the
Yeah.
roll. I'll watch me. My great idea, and I roll a 4. Or Jax, save us, or any of you save us.
I rolled an
And it's like we
11.
should find a bar, and but looks like I guess there's no bars here. We should just go home.
I rolled an 11 plus 8 is a 19.
I got
There
a
you
23.
go, Mr. Perception. Oh,
Same
okay.
for me.
Okay.
All right, hold that note. I have to AFK for a minute.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. BRB as well.
Okay, fine. If we do that, like I've got 2 minutes to get a drink myself.
Sorry, I was distracted. Did I miss something? Guys?
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem. I think everyone else went AFK as well.
Okay. And just for the record, that wasn't Jor who bought the shield. He doesn't have 6K.
What's that?
I said that wasn't Jor who bought the shield. He didn't have 6K.
Wait, which shield?
The shield that gives the shield of with the eye on it
Oh,
that we sold for 6K. That
Oh.
wasn't Jor.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Here I am.
No worries.
Alrighty.
Well, everybody was getting a break, so it's just good if we all break at the same time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I
no,
went and
for
got
sure.
a coffee.
For sure.
Isn't the worst when you have a game and like one person takes a break and they come back and then another person takes a break and then like the break is like a half hour long.
Yeah, it was going to be like a 2-second break becomes half hour. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, not you guys, but I have a group of friends who totally operates that way.
Yeah,
Understandable.
that's really annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break real quick.
You win the prize.
No, I'm good though. I'm just kidding around.
So sorry, I missed it. Did we find a place of social activity where like-minded criminals will gather to share like-minded criminal things?
You do eventually, but what the perception check was for if anyone noticed, the guy, not so nonchalantly tailing you guys.
Ah, yes, we are in a bad part of town after all.
This is true.
I'm going to attempt to not to nonchalantly detect his thoughts.
Aha, aha. See, you are using it, but just not on us.
Fair enough.
You want me to do like a sleight of hand or something, or
Let me just check something real quick.
sure?
So are we still in the vehicle cruising, or we get out? What happened?
You would have gotten out
Okay.
and parked it in some parking lot and have been walking. Because the streets down here aren't really big enough for a hovercraft. Just in general, that's like, an upper levels thing. So with Detect Thoughts, it does have verbal and somatic components. So if you want to try to make it less conspicuous that you're doing something, then yeah, you would need some sort of role probably.
Okay.
I'll give you a sleight of hand or even just general stealth.
Yeah, it's the same bonus either way. So
So
I get a +4. 19.
yeah, okay.
One
There,
second.
there's
I do have to
enough.
go AFK for like 5 seconds. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
really sorry.
We'll wait a moment. Since I can't tell him what thoughts he get if he's not here.
This is true. So, Carl, do you pause the stream when we take a break like that? Or do you just let the stream continue in silence?
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
I mean, I switch it to the to the be right back screen,
Oh, okay.
but like if anyone starts talking during that, the stream can still hear. So
Right, he's back.
okay, so you do manage to cast a spell without anyone around, either noticing or caring again.
Okay.
And the general thoughts and sort of intent you get from this guy's thoughts mostly boil down to who the hell are these guys? why are they snooping around my quote unquote turf?
I see. All right. I'm just gonna keep concentration on him while he's following us.
Okay. Well, you guys do eventually find a very creatively named restaurant called Restaurant.
I thought it was gonna be something like Coruscant's Croissants or something.
Oh, that would actually be a place you might want to go visit.
Yeah.
There's no places like that down here.
That this is the restaurant at the end of the corner, or at the end of
Yeah.
the block.
You're surprised it's even called restaurant. Most places like this are just called food. But
Most places don't even have signs out front. You just walk in and hope for the best.
yeah. But it is effectively a restaurant and bar where questions could potentially be asked. There is a
Does it seem to be
bartender
busy?
serving drinks. What was that?
Does it seem to be busy? Is it crowded?
Um, Seeing as this would be your first time being here, you wouldn't necessarily know if this is prime time or not, but it seems to have a fair number of people here. There are definitely open seats, but there are also more than two people.
Okay. Is there a booth that we gonna get that is back to the wall?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that booth.
Okay.
We'll walk in and we'll go sit in that booth.
Oh, didn't mean to click on that. Okay. It takes a bit of time, but eventually someone comes and asks, "What do you want?"
I'd like to see a menu, please.
They hand you a menu.
Okay. Let's get a round of drinks for the table.
Okay.
And give us a few minutes on the menu. Is it mostly human? What type of beings are there?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
What's your plan?
All right, where are we? We're outside right now.
Now we're in the
I'm sorry.
restaurant.
I'm
We just sat down at a booth.
okay.
I ordered drinks. We're looking at the menus.
So I totally clipped out there. So here's my question, because it's a restaurant, but like, I just want to. The vibe in the place has to be not like Bennigan's, right? Not like TGA Fridays, right? So there's a bar, right? Probably like a bar area.
There is, in fact, a bar area. Yes.
So in the groups of people, other groups of people, I'm sure there's groups of people sitting around, not like he's exactly listening to Crash on another table, but there are groups. Are there groups gathered inside, like the crowdedness of it? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Did the guy following us follow us in?
No.
All right. So Panook will kind of like under his breath, just so hopefully only people at the table could say it. I mean, it's a Jawa, so it's kind of funny no matter how it comes across. He's like, all right, be cool. It's like, I'm going to pretend I'm like interested in buying like a cheat code or something like that. And I'm going to try to smarm my way into conversation, but as a lead to finding out, you know, who we're looking for,
Right.
or leads or something like that. But Panook also says, I just want to forewarn you all, I'm not very good at this.
Right. You're trying to find where the crime is, but at the crime finding you.
Panook just says, my history is I tend to anger people long before, you know, the useful parts come out. I always try to be nice. It just always seems to go wrong.
Okay, so give me a
With that, Panook's also gonna. I mean, Panook is. What does it cost to just basically get a round of food and drinks for everybody here, like our
here
table?
like a handful of credits, like 5.
Oh, okay, so Panook's just gonna. I mean, one more credit than 5 is like a giant tip. It's like a 20% tip. So Panook will just throw down 6 credits, which is really nothing. And for him to get, you know, some stuff here. So he's also coming off as he's spending money. Like if some evil people are paying attention, he's spending more, but it's not like he's like buying drinks for the bar for everyone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Spending more on his table.
Long story short, dropping 6 credits, you get the you get the reaction of, "Wow, big spender, aren't we?"
Sarcastically or seriously?
Very sarcastically.
Well, that's fine. That's good then. That's good. Then that'll come across. That'll play out that way. You know what I mean? So Panook will go. He'll ride the horse in directions going in. He'll go with the he thinks he's spending a lot of money, and obviously he's not according to them thing, right? So, but that'll be in the lead into like Panook will like have a drink and eat something, leave his stuff. He's gonna go wandering at that point on his own. You know what I mean? And he'll try to schmooze his way into a conversation for illicit things online. You know, like aim bots and you know buying accounts and whatnot. Because we are in video game world, if that makes any sense,
I mean,
right?
if we were in World Origin, sure.
Okay, so maybe I have to be-
This is super NPC territory.
Okay,
It's more
got
like
you.
the normal crime.
Okay, fine. So then we'll just talk about. Okay, fine. So we're not a. Okay, I got it. I have to. Sorry, I'm just trying to close the distance between my imagination of how it's set up and how it is.
I mean, no,
really set up.
that would definitely be the thing to look for if you were trying to find information back at World Origin.
Okay, fine. So what we'll do then is we got to immerse ourselves here. So
Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout for, because he's an engineer, illicit tools. You know what I mean? Like, it's still science. It's still, I mean, the setting of this area of the world is modern science fiction. It's not. We're not in fantasy world anymore, right?
Right,
Right.
you're in Star Wars for sure. At this
We're in
point.
Star Wars, so I'm gonna be looking for hack programs for, let's just say, droids. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for things like, you know, bolts, you know, things to, you know, restraining bolts, things Jawas do, you know. So, but we'll start the conversation there. If I see if I can get any in with any bad guys. Now, I'm just telling you, right, like meta wise, you know, I'm probably gonna fail. But that's but I'm also expressing my idea of what I'm gonna do. So maybe one of you can actually pull this off.
Well, it's definitely better than knocking door to door for sure.
The
Yeah,
thing is,
okay.
maybe as a group, we can each go our own ways. I just rolled a 15, so I'm just giving you my roll for whatever, you know, if you want me to add my charisma, which is a
Yeah,
flat
that'd be.
0.
You don't have any proficiencies in any of the charisma skills.
No, but I used to have a negative, and now I don't. So for Panook, he's doing much
Right.
better than he did
That's
before.
fair.
So I get basically a flat 15 roll. 15 is 15 in this case, you know? So,
All right. From what you start to get, information wise, just kind of at first feeling out people, like how loud they talk and what kind of stuff they're talking about before necessarily inserting yourself into a conversation. You
right.
do get a general sense of a fair bit of the people in here probably aren't actually a part of any gang. Because you hear at least two different groups warn someone else in their group to stay out of the alleyways. Not a great place to be. That's what you get so far. Anyone else want to try anything?
I'll be trying to detect thoughts of people that are in the area, I guess. Seeing if it's like two people talking to each other in like the corner of the bar, I'll try to detect one of their thoughts, see what it is they might be talking about.
Okay. Uh, I can kind of just envision in this situation just a turtle person with like both hands on his head on his helmet, just like staring at people randomly, like super intently staring at someone across the room, going like, no, not that one. Next person. So you eventually you kind of start getting looks like that's a little weird. But from what you managed to gather is the people here seem to be very careful not to really like name drop anyone specifically, but a lot of the intent and surface thoughts are like, oh, I hope I don't get mugged again and shit like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like what's on a fair bit of the patrons' minds,
Okay.
at least.
But no names coming to mind.
No, no one going like, damn, that Kevin guy was a real asshole or some shit like that. It's all more like general thoughts of everyone's kind of down bad here. They don't want to get down worse.
Yeah, yeah. What was the name of the guy that we were looking for again? Korik or something like that?
Yeah, Val Cork.
Wow.
Valcork.
Valcoric.
Okay.
I'll just be listening, trying to listen in on conversations around us.
All right. Jax, anything specific?
Uh, no.
No. Okay.
I'm just gonna sit around and observe. I want to. I want to be. I have the seat with my back to the wall. I want to be watching the door and see who comes in. I want to see if that hooded guy comes in, or the guy that was following us comes in.
Okay. Um, you keeping an eye out. You see, of course, the others. Pinocchio's doing his thing. Navaroff's doing his thing. You guys are definitely getting the lay of the land here. But I mean, people come and go, but the guy you're looking out for doesn't seem to enter at any point. Although after about like 5-ish minutes, the waiter comes back and it's like, "You done reading the menu yet?"
Yeah. We'll have 4 burgers, fries, and more drinks.
Okay. So at this point, I would say Jax give me perception, and everyone else give me investigation.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 for investigation.
Well, that's
All
good.
right. That's a good
I
got a-
start.
I got a 3.
I got an 8.
I got a 23 for perception.
Okay. So if okay, this is funny in my mind. As far as perception wise goes, nothing's changed. You kept a pretty good eye on the door, but nothing's changed. But after a couple more minutes, Pinocchio just kind of shows back up to the group and is like, "I know where he is."
Good job, Pinocchio.
Why was the gist? Did I just end up talking to the right people or something like
Yeah,
that?
the gist is you just at some point find this guy and he's like, "Oh yeah, you want to buy some like drugs or whatever?" And you're like, "Yes, absolutely." Who's selling them? He's like, "Oh yeah, my boss Val Coric." And you're like, "Oh cool. Where did I meet this guy?" "Oh, just go around back in like 15 minutes." "Okay, done." You're like, "Oh, okay."
I will not be selfish. I will share this information with our little group as we wrap up our food and whatnot. You know.
Yeah, you just kind of show back at him. You're like, "Yeah, found him. It's over there."
So good news, everybody.
Good job, Pinocchio.
Nice.
But look, like tosses back a drink and he's like, gives 2 thumbs up. You know. Is he for sure? Is it going to be an alley meeting? Is it like literally an alley meeting?
It's literally an alley meeting.
Okay.
That's just kind of how they operate, you know.
Right. Right. Now we have to decide what we want to do. I mean, we're just going to stumble across these guys. They're
Right.
going to be in an alley. We have to decide what's our plan.
So
Pretty quick since it's 15 minutes too, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
figure this would be a good place to stop, but I'll give you a bit of insight on what will happen next.
Yeah.
So basically, a homework for next time is there's a good chance you guys are about to enter into some combat. Think alleyway terrain. What's your game plan?
Now, I have a quick question regarding that.
All right.
For the purposes of the comic card, would these guys be considered monsters?
Once combat is initiated, yes.
Okay.
Which
so you're feeling like soloing them that?
I don't know.
Well, depending on how many there are, you'll either be very confident or very not confident.
Yeah. Because it says it has to be one monster or one group of monsters, right?
It's basically if you solo the next encounter, you guarantee to level up.
Would it work if I picked like one guy out of the crowd and be like, you're who I'm soloing, or does it have to be the entire group?
Are you going to start a fight in the restaurant? Just
Oh,
pick
there
a
you
guy.
go.
You.
But
Just quickly like dump a guy's
See,
drink on him.
You'd
Fight.
be like, I'm gonna, yeah. You should be like, you're gonna look for like a kitten to box. I can tell. I'm one on
you know
one.
what?
You.
I'll tell you what. Since I kind of want to see this happen, I'll be willing to say it has to be specifically a monster, meaning you won't waste it killing a bunch of thugs.
okay,
That way, next time there is a monster, you can be like, "All right, guys, my time to shine."
okay, that's fair. Otherwise, I'll just go up to a random bard patron and be like, hey,
Be like, "Hey, you die now."
you want to start a fight?
Have you ever been stabbed with a sword?
There you go.
Nice.
No,
All
like,
right.
I
You wanna play-
would be like, I guess diplomatic about it is the way I would say. Just like not just randomly like punch somebody, but just go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, I bet I could take you. How much do you want to bet?"
I feel like in this area, a lot of people will probably be like, "Yeah, you're probably good," and then just start to leave.
Please don't hurt me, Mr. Turtle, sir.
We're gonna play next week, right?
That's
That's the plan.
that's the plan.
Yeah, I've got nothing holding me back unless something comes up at the last minute. Usually does.
We're going to see if Rebecca can make yet another character next week.
I know. This will be. Just-
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was actually resigning myself that if I pulled it, I had another character in mind. So that's kind of like why I did it. And then
Yeah,
got
I have
the-
another character all set, ready to go.
yeah. I want to make a space wizard.
There you go.
I was just like, all right, the odds are in my favor. No, it's
No, they
not.
weren't.
It's never. I mean, the only good thing that came out of it is that I rolled better dice.
That's
so
good. Just, yeah.
So there you
If
go.
if I need to make a new character, I'm making a Loxodon Guardian.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I don't even know what to make. I mean, I have plenty of ideas, but I don't even. I mean, I haven't planned because Pinocchio's just. He has a little coward in him. Enough. He's got like a survival instinct, you know?
yes,
He's-
we're well
can
aware
you
of his
can you
survival.
share that with me, please?
Well, that's why we balance each other. But there's no saving you when it comes to a deck of cards. They can't.
Well, again, at least you can't pull the void or dungeon anymore. They're out of the way.
Yeah, yeah.
My cat sent you guys a message in the dice rolls chat.
Nice.
Okay,
Did you see the picture I posted
I see.
in
Yes.
the game chat? Yeah, that's Nav.
Totally, Dab. That's great. The serious face is the best. that eye glare, it's perfect.
So I know not much got done this session, but I mean it's been a little bit since we played and gotta get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah,
I
you gotta
literally
figure stuff out.
made a newish character.
Yeah, I'll if you want to keep the stats but want to potentially play around with what the new character actually is, like, feel free. It's up to you. Or if you want to keep him as is as the monk, go for it. If you want to make up a
Yeah, 'cause-
third idea, feel free.
Nah, I'll keep it because I didn't get to punch anybody to heal them. That's mainly what I wanted to do.
Fair enough.
Dead arm bang. Dead arm bang.
I'm
Fair
dying. Here, Bop.
Kaboom.
So yeah, just keep in mind that once we start next time, we'll probably start. We won't necessarily start in combat, but it's probably gonna happen pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
So, be prepared.
Totally got it. We will be. You know it. I was born ready.
I mean, Panuk's gonna fit right in. You know, you're gonna pull out the SMG. It's gonna be full gang war style fucking fighting.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many comic ways to go for Pinook. It's hard. I mean, there's SMG. I mean, he can go old gangster hat. Remember the Mandalorian stuff. There's just a lot. There's so many ways to go with him.
I still
But,
think it's funny how you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna fail this, but here's my intent. Oh, here's nat 20. Yeah, I got it, guys. Easy.
I still not have broken out the battery energy consuming jetpack yet, and he's got that, and that's
Ooh.
there's comedy gold in there. I know it.
Yeah, just give
All
it-
right, you guys, I'm gonna bounce. I have
All
to
All
go.
right.
Thanks for
See
playing,
you guys
everybody.
Take care.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right.
Night,
Ooh,
guys.
that's cool, man.
Ooh.
There you go.